All right. Welcome everyone to RX Live. I am Jay Blunt, and with us, I have Michael Cox. Say hello, Mike.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the podcast.
Awesome. As always, I just want to check to make sure everything's running smoothly. If this is your first time on, welcome. At the end of the broadcast, I will highly suggest that you watch the video using the link right below. All right, let me mute that. I see that we are live. All right. Who do we have? We have a few people watching. All right, awesome, beautiful. So let me head back over to. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna get started. So as always, you can use the live fire link down below to ask questions. We will be checking that periodically throughout the night just to make sure that we're answering any questions. And we're gonna try to keep it short for the most part tonight. We're going to touch on a few things, and really the goal for tonight is just to prepare you and to help assist with laying a strong foundation for the training that's coming up. The training that's coming up is going to be, I'm not going to say it's intense, but it's going to be important. So if you're not already doing this, during the live webinars, I would highly suggest that you have a notebook or a notepad of some sort set aside and designated for the information that you'll receive on Wednesday night's webinar. In addition to that, you'll likely be wanting to use that notebook to do homework, to jot down information that you've collected throughout the week. And if you have any questions, of course, with whatever you find or whatever you need help on, you can email me at smartcoffeerx@gmail.com. Mike, can you get your thing up if you're not working
What's that?
for the help desk number?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, so Mike's getting a help desk number set up for you. So again, our goal tonight, as it is with every night, is just to make sure that we're laying down some really strong foundation. We want to make sure that you're secure in what you're doing here, that your business plan is secure, and that you're focused in the right direction. Awesome. So, so in just a few moments, let me know when you're ready, Mike. All right, awesome. We're going to get started in just a few moments. I want to give people a moment to get signed in. We are running live right now, so I'm excited to have you guys on. As always, the replays will be up for 1 week. You can come back to 30kj.com to watch the replay. Um, I believe that if you come in and watch the replay, there may be a list of the other webinars that we've done as well. So you can come back in, you can rewind, fast forward, get whatever information that you may have missed live on there. This is an exciting thing for us. It's something new to RX Smart Coffee, but it's just an excellent way, in my opinion, that we're able to connect on a deeper level. You can see me. I can at least see your comments, and you can see my screen when we do share it, or when I do share it, so you can see exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And that's the importance. Another reason why you want to get a notebook, notepad, or something, so that you can take notes, you can write stuff down. Maybe you have an epiphany or a eureka moment while we're on air, and you want to jot something down. It's super important to take notes. So I think we're ready to rock and roll. We're going to try to, I'm not going to say keep it short, but we want to make sure you get as much good information as possible. So again, welcome everyone that is here live on the air. Welcome to RX Live. I'm Jay Blunt. You'll be hearing from Michael Cox in just a moment. If you have not, please log in so we can see your comments below using the live fire link. You should be able to utilize your social media to log in. I think Facebook, LinkedIn, Google Plus account, any of those, plus a few others are probably available for you to just utilize to log in and comment. So we'd love to hear from you. And let's get ready to rock and roll. Mike, give me a thumbs up if you will.
I'm having a little trouble getting my number under there, but definitely ready to roll.
All right, well, we'll just mention it. They should have a notepad paper right now. All right, so I'm going to bring it forward. Michael Cox, he's going to, yeah, man, he's been an awesome guy. I'm just going to brag on you real quick if you don't mind.
Thank you.
Michael Cox has been an essential team member here at RX Smart Coffee. He is the head of the call center. He is in the voice that any and everyone that you send to the call center for questions will hear. He has a great voice. He has a radio voice. So he not only has a great voice, he has all the great information needed to help close the sales, close leads, and make sure that people are getting the relevant information to make a decision to get in RX Smart Coffee. Make sure that you continue to share the Angel Fire links. Make sure you're still pushing that out. I think that's angelfire.gr8.com. And the link below that says watch video should be the Angel Fire link. You should be able to just copy and paste the URL listed in the button below, and you can use that, or you can send them right here to 30KJ. It does the same. They can get a bit of information as well as use that link. So back to Michael Cox. Has been a great guy. He's been even become a friend of mine. See, business that you can create a bonds with is even better. Is even better. So we've definitely grown, to learn about each other, become friends, and even family a little bit. And so we're Michael Cox is a good guy. Good guy. I could say that from my own experience. Has nothing to do with the coffee. Has nothing to do with the business. It's just a good dude, and I appreciate the business even linking us up. So, without further ado, he should be very blush and rosy cheeks right now for all the great things I've said. I'll introduce you, Michael Cox.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the broadcast today. Just want to say, Jay, thank you, appreciate it. Also, you're a great gentleman. I'm blessed to have met you. Faith, the Lord, has brought us together, and we're making a great team here for our Smart Coffee. Yes, like Jay said, my name is Michael Cox. I do take care of the call center. We're a big family here. We're here to help everyone. The number for the call center is 1-844-207-5599. Now I'll repeat that one more time. 1-844-207-5599. And any questions that you might have, you might want us to talk to somebody that you've spoken to about the coffee. You might want to know how to just say even, something in your back office that you're not sure about, and you want to ask a few questions. I'm more than available. I'm here for anybody at any time, so just feel free to go ahead and give a call. We'll just start off today I just want to say I just really feel blessed by this opportunity. RX Smart Coffee is a great new up and coming company. I don't look at it as just as a business. I look at it as an opportunity. I look at it as a life-changing event. Like we touched a little bit last week on, people, the economy's rough today. It's hard out here, working 2 and 3 jobs, can't find a decent pay rate if we can't find a job. A lot of people are just in dire straits with their finances. Now, what I look at as our Smart Coffee, you're not only starting your own business, but what's happening here is you're actually fighting for your own freedom. You're taking your life back. No more than 9 to 5. You're your own boss. You make your own hours. On top of making good money for the work that you put in, we actually also have a great product. So now we're helping people. So with the idea of being financially free, having no boss, no one over our back, I just feel like this is the thing for me. I just know if you've experienced it, drinking the coffee, if you met anybody that has dealt with the company, it's just a big freedom. I just keep saying that word, but it gets me so caught up that I just can't, understand. You don't understand how blessed I feel like we are. So anybody that's involved, let the word out, tell your friends, tell your family, spread the word. We got a great coffee that's helping to save people's lives, helping the healthy, ailments, diabetes, minor aches and pains. I don't want to go too far on that. That's some training for a different day, but just know that we are blessed. So what I wanted to talk about today is we're going to talk about having a definite chief aim. What I mean by that is if you have a destination to go to, you wouldn't go just get in the car with no idea. You wouldn't go without a map. You wouldn't go without your MapQuest directions and just start driving and turning corners. You would get a definite plan of where you were going and how you were going to get there. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So first off, what is it? And it may not be the same for everybody. For one, it might be, getting out of debt. For another, it may be, financially free to travel the globe. You might have a child that's in college. You want to get their tuition paid off. And it could be multiple things for, any one given person. I know I have a few things on my list. It could be purchasing that first home that you're looking for. But whatever that goal is, we need to have a purpose of, we need to know how we're going to get there. So what you would want to do is you want to first write out what you are attempting to do here. I'll give you an example of a small list that I just made a few days ago. I'm trying to get to a certain amount of money in my bank account. I have a time frame for a purchase of a house that I'm going for. One of my goals is to get over making $500 a month with just the coffee itself. And that's definitely where we're at here today, talking about the coffee. So how would I get towards, making $500 plus per month off of the coffee? Do I need to go out and give out so many business cards per day? Make a top 40 list of the 40 people I know that may be interested in the coffee, and then begin to work on how am I going to approach these people and speak to them? How would I present the product? Now, would I throw a coffee party? Would I send them a text or email? Whatever have you. But you need to know what these things are and how to get there. So what you want to do is you want to write it out concisely and clearly what your goals are. And once you get those goals listed, then you're going down the list of how do I obtain these things. And I just named a few things. It may be different for anybody, each individual, but I know basic sales is about coverage. It's about word of mouth. It's about spreading it to the masses. So in our situation, we're blessed to have Jay, because Jay's teaching us how to use social media to put it out. And that's excellent. That's where everything is at these days. But at the same time, nothing beats good old fashioned footwork. Nothing beats a smile and a handshake, a business card. Every once in a while I might meet some people that are, important, and, throw together a nice little gift basket, what I mean, with the different blends of coffee. I mean, there's several ideas. I know everybody has ideas like that. Don't be afraid to step out on that and do what your heart feels and go in. People these days, we're used to, we've seen pretty much anything. Being innovative or doing something that the next person may consider out of the ordinary, I will never feel that way, because if this product is special, then we want to treat it as special, and then that lets that person know that this is something special that we're giving to you. So don't be afraid to, be creative. What you want to do is create a definite and practical plan. So what I would suggest, I keep a dry erase board. I keep it in my bedroom. So the night before, I do what you call a daily task list. What do I have to do tomorrow? I need to give out so many business cards. I need to make so many calls. I need to, go into my back office and, make some orders. I need to talk to, someone in my downline. Whatever you need to do for that next day, get it up on that dry erase board, number it, daily task list. This is what I need to do tomorrow. As you go through your day, what you want to do at the end of the night, you review your day, you talk to yourself about what you did well, you look at the board, you check it off. Okay, this is done, this is done, this is done. Obviously, anything that you didn't get done, but you don't really want to have anything that's not done. But if we have more time, there's only so many hours in the day, that would go back up to the top of your list, for the next day. Also, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, but the last thing I'm gonna throw in, and this is gonna be ongoing. So even if we're just giving out nuggets and tidbits, we'll be doing this every week. So some days, we cover some computer things and then I talk. The other days we might just give sales tips and then, short and sweet. Last but not least, I would just tell you that what you want to do is you want to form an alliance. A book I've read talks about creating a mastermind, and what that is that you start to deal with people on a like path that you're going, and you build several people that are like-minded as you are. So that's what we're attempting to do here with our Smart Coffee, the podcast. We have the national call every week. That's to get everybody on the same mindset, everybody on the same mind frame. When you get numbers and something like that and everybody in the same mind mode, it creates energy. A lot of people don't think about that, but it does. It creates an energy. It creates a synergy. It bonds us together. And as those waves or vibrations, whatever you want to call it, goes out, other people notice. These guys are, they have something great here. We can see it on their face. We can hear it in their voice. There's a movement, and people want to be interested and they want to be involved. So I would definitely suggest that if you know anybody great in sales, pick their brain, ask them questions. What made them successful? Continue to come on to the podcast every week. Jay gives out great tips. I'm going to continue to do sales training. And I say this all the time, but I'm probably going to say it every time. Read a lot. Jay always talks about reading a book. Pick your book out, finish that book, take some good information from it, just move on down the line. But always want to acquire more knowledge, more information. What do I need to do to, become better, to make myself a better salesman, to hone in my skills as a coffee, barista, if you will. We don't actually mix it up, but we're pretty close to it. So with that being said, if there was not any other questions, I know Jay has a few things to talk about in the same order of what I'm talking about. So I'll turn this over to Jay and we'll hear what he got going on tonight.
All right. Looks like I'm back. All right, awesome. So thanks, Mike. Thank you. Some excellent stuff. Guys, guess what? Mike and I usually talk every Monday just to kind of go over what we're going to discuss on Wednesday. We did not talk this Monday. However, we spoke a little bit before today's webinar started, and we were going to talk about the exact same thing. I call that confirmation. That means that we are in alignment, we're on one accord, and obviously the subject at hand needed to be discussed. It needed to be reviewed, and I'm glad that we're on one accord. So, boom, let's get going. First of all, let me say, read a book. Read something. Mike calls it food for the brain. Make sure that you're feeding yourself. Okay? This is what I'm reading right now. It's called Team Genius. It is a book by a couple people, Rich Kargard and Michael Malone. But it's called Team Genius. Which one is it? This one, Team Genius. So that's the book I'm reading right now. Next week I'll probably finish this up this week, and I'll read something else next week. But I constantly not just want to not just get information, but I try to find information. So as I read, I highlight things that I think are practical points, right? Practical points are things that I believe can be implemented in my life, not just knowing stuff. Like I don't need to know necessarily how many molecules are inside of the body, or like things like that they don't matter to me. I can't apply information like that to my life. So just obtaining information uh, is useless. So make sure that when you do obtain information, make sure that you obtain knowledge and understanding of the thing that you're taking, and then find a way, if possible, to make it practical, some way you can implement it into your walk of life. Okay, awesome. So, man, Mike, you said so many good things. Thank you once again for the things that you said. Um, I almost have to repeat what you said, almost, but now I'm gonna try to say it a little differently. But,
Yes, sir.
all right, so let's start at the base. All right, so wait, let's not. I gotta think. I wrote some stuff down, but I want to make sure that I'm saying the things correctly or in the right order. First of all, understand that you are a business owner. I say it all the time. You're a business owner, and Arc Smart Coffee is the product. Um, and I was watching this video, or I was watching a video one day when I first started my marketing business journey online, and as I was reading it, um, I felt like I was kind of left out, and I was left alone in this particular business that I had joined probably about 3 years ago. And I felt like the individual who kind of asked me to come in got me in the business, and he left me in the business. So I was thinking about quitting the business, and yeah, I was thinking about quitting the business because I almost blamed the other person for my failures in business. When the truth be told is that I didn't join the business because of the other person. And one thing that I saw really kind of kicked me mentally in the butt. I saw a picture that had a finger on it. It was pointing just like this. You see that? You see how my finger's pointing in the camera? It was a picture that I saw that had just a hand with a finger on it. And under that hand, in big, bold letters, it said, write this down. This is important to write down. Remember I told you about that pen and paper? This is important. It said, you are responsible for your own success. It blew my mind because I was in the mental state that things were happening to me and not because of me. So think about that. That might be another one you're wearing. Things are not happening to me. Some things are happening because of me. So in business, you have to remember that, especially in a business like this, we're in it together, but you have to take responsibility for your, I'm gonna put failure in parentheses, or your failure or your success. Your responsibility for your rate of success, for how slow things might be going, or how quickly they might be going as well. So you're responsible for it. We're all each responsible for our own successes, and that leads us right into goal setting. Okay. And purpose, right? The purpose for all of us, in my opinion, for even getting signed up was to finish. You don't start anything without finishing. Well, how do you know when you're done? You only know when you're done if you've set a goal. If you set a goal, I know I'm finished when I've met this goal. What is the goal? What goals have you set? What purpose or purposes have you designated for this business here, or for any business? What have you set? What have you done? And it goes right along with Michael saying. So I always set a monthly income goal. Okay, as he said, how much do you want to make them? Personally, I like to break it down to the hour. I break my monthly goal down from the month. I break it down to the week. I break it down to the day. Then I break it down to the hour. so I can know exactly, am I making X amount of dollars per month? Did I make X amount of dollars per day? That helps means that I met my daily goal income wise for that month, right? So if I didn't meet it yesterday, then whatever's left rotates into the following day. So I know I need to make it up for it to make sure I'm in line with the goal that I set. Now, not meeting that goal or meeting that goal is not really relevant for what we're talking about. It's just about you just got to start with setting a goal, if that makes sense. Just start with setting a goal. In addition, like also stepping all in my notes, I think he cheated off my paper. But you have
Great minds think alike, Jeff.
yeah, I will have to say that. I will have to say it. So, along with that, make sure that you're writing down your marketing goals. How many people do you want to talk to today? Do you want to talk? How many today? I will not stop until I've talked to 10 people about RX Smart Coffee, or about the coffee, or the business opportunity. Because it doesn't have. It could be either way. You're gonna make money either way, right? So whether through the opportunity or through the coffee sales, I want to share coffee with 10 people today. I'm not going to go home, or I'm not going to go to sleep till I've emailed 10 people, or I've responded, or if I got 10 responses or 5 responses. And so set a goal for even those marketing things where you've decided that you've made up in your mind that you're going to do, you're not going to rest until you've accomplished this particular goal. So do that, and then writing your goals and then writing the outcome of your goals enables you to have something very important. That it goes back to that first qualifying statement that I made earlier, that is, you're responsible for your own success. Okay, so writing down your goals, writing down the results of your goals, right? Whether you met them or didn't meet them for that day or that week, what have you, enables you to be accountable for your actions, accountable for the things you are or aren't doing. Okay, so really important. There's another important thing. A lot of important things. You guys are getting jewels after jewels, nuggets after nuggets right now. You ready? The individuals that you bring into the business will be your duplicates. They're going to be and do what you do. They're not going to do what you say, they're going to do what you do. So if you want people to read books, you got to read a book. If you want people to learn how to market or learn how to be a good seller, or whatever, or talk to 10 people a day or 20 people a day, you've got to do that. You've got to bring something to the table to show for what you're saying. So people, your team are going to be duplicates of you. They'll either be duplicates of you. There are 3 options. They'll either surpass you, which is everyone's goal, is for your team members to surpass you. But they either do what you do, or they won't do anything at all. So make sure that you're accountable, that you've set a goal, which is your purpose, and make sure that you're knowledgeable in the product, which Mike talks about. Purpose, product, people. All right. Set goals. Be specific. What type of people are you going to look for to join your business? Are you going to try to hire the college student, teenager from high school, old lady 50? Now I'm gonna say 50. Old lady 80 years old. Going to just talk to any old body? Like, what is your, be specific about who you want to talk to. Where are you going to meet these people? Where are you going to go to find these people? Are they going to be on the internet? Are you going to go look through blog sites, or chat rooms where where people are talking about business opportunities? Are you going to go to a networking event? What are you going to do? Where are you going to go to find the individuals? Guess what? They're out there. People are looking for opportunities everywhere to not just make money, but to be healthy, to get healthy. I'm not going to tell you how much weight I've lost in the last week and a half. I'm gonna wait because I'm doing so good right now. So, all right, using the thin blend. All right, so what else? This is a suggestion that I think is a little unorthodox, but I think is important. Okay, I think it's important. You might want to jot this down. I think it's important when setting your goals to be a little bit unrealistic. All right. Now, the reason I say unrealistic is don't set goals that aren't going to stretch you a little bit. If you know you can talk to one person per day, don't set a goal for one person in a day or one person this week. You can talk. That's going to be easy. Set a goal that's going to stretch you a little bit. That's going to make you reach, so you can grow. You only grow. To Mike's a weightlifter. He's not a bodybuilder. He's a weightlifter, right? It's two different practices. However, I know that if you keep lifting light weights all the time, you won't really grow, right? You don't grow mass from lifting light weights. Is that right, Mike?
That is truly correct.
Right. So if you want to grow mass, and that's just we're talking about team building, we're talking about growth. You're going to have to stretch yourself. You're going to have to do something or move something that's going to cause you not cause you to strain a little bit. You're gonna reach it, but if you're not, if this has to be some type of tension on the muscle, I suppose that will enable that growth to take place. Am I talking right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Help me
You're
out,
right on
bro.
the money.
I appreciate that. So, hey, Mike is giving me the okay for what I'm saying. So your goal should be the same way. Your goal should stretch you a little bit. Your goal should cause you to not break you, of course. We don't want any injuries business wise, but they should stretch you a little bit. They should make you reach beyond your comfort zone or even beyond what you believe. I don't want to say believe is possible, but beyond the norm. Go beyond what yeah, just stretch yourself. Whatever. If you think you could do 10 people, then say, you know what, I'm just gonna aim for 20 people. And maybe you'll hit 12, maybe you'll hit 15. And that's great. I think this one right here might be the most important tip or nugget for the night. All right, this tip is a tip I learned the hard way. Don't share your goals with everybody. Don't share your goals with everybody. Don't tell everybody everything. That's super important. And the reason for that is because people aren't always able to grasp the concept of your dreams, grasp the concept of 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 what you're trying to reach. And what happens is that because let's say your dream is this big, right? But the person you're talking to, they're 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 only capable of imagining something this big. So for them to comprehend that, they have to break away everything else on the outside to fit what you're saying in this size hole of brain or thinking right here. And that can hurt you because I learned that just because people are your family, just because they're friends, just because they're close to you, even spouses, even mates, your girlfriend, your fiance, whatever it is, even they might not understand it. And that's okay. But in order for you to protect what you have, because uh, a lot of times the people that we talk to, like the people I just mentioned, we care about what they think. We care about what they say. So when we share certain goals and different things like that, and they have a negative reaction or comment, it could hurt us. It can make us stop dreaming. It can make us devalue ourselves and our own purposes. So be careful with who you share things with and what you share with. Maybe you could just share a little bit, or just don't even bring them in, or give them a bit to test themselves out, or test them out to see if they can handle certain things, or ask them what they think about it, but don't tell them that you're doing it. I don't know. But just be careful with what you share things with. That's super important. You gotta protect your dreams. You gotta protect your goals. You gotta protect those things that are given to you. Let's see if I have anything else written down. Um, I think that man, yeah. I think that might be all for it. So let's just do a quick recap. Or unless Mike, you have something that yeah.
Well, yeah, I just actually was going to recap on both of what we both talked about. Just like Jay said, it's just like with powerlifting, it's resistance. This resistance it builds you. Like Jay said, not enough to break you, but if you don't put pressure on yourself, you won't grow. So don't be. I'm not even gonna say don't be fearful, because you will have some type of fear, but you have to know that you can push on and you can push through. So just to recap what we just talked about. Set your goals. Now, like Jay said, don't baby yourself. And if you can talk to one person a day, then hey, I'm gonna talk to one person. No, stretch yourself out a little bit. Go for 5, go for 10. But don't bite off more than you can chew, because you don't want to commit yourself to something that is not attainable and then end up being discouraged because you try to bite off too big of a piece of the pie. So make it sensible. The next thing I would say is it would have to be time measurable. What is your time frame? Like I said, I do a daily task list, but what is your 3-month goal? Where are you looking at yourself at in 6 months? Where are you looking at in 3 years? Where are you looking at in 5 years? It has to be time measurable, because you have to know where you're going, and then when you hit a road mark where you had a goal, okay, I want to do this by 90 days, the 90 days comes and you're able to check that off your list. What that does is it propels you. It boosts your confidence. Hey, we're getting something done here. I'll check this off. There's progress. Basically, you're tracking your progress. You have to know that you are doing something, that you are gaining something from, in order to stay confident and to keep yourself moving down the road. So make sure that you're, putting some goals and putting some time frames to them, so you can track your progress and your movement. Last but not least, set the goals in writing. I know Jay just said that too. Set it in writing. What you're doing is you're double committing yourself. I learned in different classes that I've taken, when you have multiple entry points of a certain information into you can more easily retain it. So you've already thought of these ideas. You've already had them in your mind. They've been stirring around. Now you're going to put them in action. Now I'm writing them down. It's a commitment. I got it on paper. I actually took time and took it from my mind and made physical motion, to track this information, because I'm really serious about these goals that I'm setting here. So set it in writing. Put it over your headboard. Put it on the mirror and read it every day when you go in the bathroom and brush your teeth. Whatever you have to do, get it ingrained in you, and then you just stick with it every day. You go into it. Last but not least, basically I would call that an action plan. After you make that action plan, stick with it. Push and keep on pushing. And if you look at the letters in the word push, what that means to me is press until something happens. Press until something happens. Push and push. Nothing's easy. It's not get rich overnight. This is your own real legitimate business. What you will put in is what you will get back. But I trust and believe, if you put that wholehearted effort into there, you will reap the benefits and the rewards of all the hard work. I've been watching this company since it was a baby. I've been in it since I was a baby. Since RX Smart Coffee started, I think there was probably only around 17, 18 people in the entire company. I just met Mr. Miller. I just met his nephew, Pete, and they were great guys. And I just knew right off the bat that this was a great company, that it was great people, it was a great product. It's a family, and it's heartfelt, and that's what we are. We're a family, so we're all going to stick together. Jay and I'll be here. We'll be here every week. Jay will be at his RX Smart Coffee RX at Gmail. I'll be at the call center, and you have the number. Also, I'm on Facebook, RX Smart Coffee Call Center on Facebook, so you can look me up. And I'm just going to say this one more time: push, press until something happens. Thank you.
Yo, Mike,
Yes, sir.
that was awesome, man. I think I might have to send you a check for that. That was awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So I'm not going to talk too much over what Mike just did. Excellent job. Again, Jay Blunt, Smart Coffee RX. If this is your first time here, click the link below, watch the video. If you want to learn more about the products, I was just looking in my bag and I just pulled out a commission check that I had in here. I need to cash that.
Yeah, there you go.
So that, and I had some, where's it at? Got some Gentleman's Blend here. This is the gum. So great products here, 100% natural. Actually, spent some time giving out some samples to my coworkers, and they're loving it. So, man, stretch yourself, like Mike said. We're family. RX Smart Coffee. I'm Jay Blunt. That was Michael Cox, and get a notebook. Start writing your stuff down. Accountability, deadlines, datelines, everything. Because what's coming, guys, I'm telling you, I know a little bit about what's coming up here for the company, and I know a lot about what's coming up here for our live webinars, and you don't want to be unprepared. Be prepared. Mentally, be prepared. Start strategizing. Start getting things lined up if you haven't already for what's coming, because it's going to be absolutely phenomenal, and you're not going to want to miss out. All right, so we're going to end it out. I'm Jay Blunt. That was Michael Cox. God bless you guys. Have a great night. I think we're actually, I don't think we're going to do next week. So next week is going to be close to Thanksgiving. So people might be out of town traveling. So if we'll come again the week after Thanksgiving. Make sure you stand in line for Black Friday and whatnot.
Right. Happy holidays to everybody.
Exactly. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. All right. Have a great night.
Good night.